I don't want to give you the impression that I'm against knowing musical ideas and concepts. I'm not. They're very useful. And I've noticed that there's a lot of confusion around modes. Modes. And I don't mean like ice cream on the pie. I mean, you know, you've heard this word modes thrown around. Okay, I'm going to use a special teaching tool to teach you everything you need to know about modes. It's really very simple. And I'm going to use my friend, Mr. Guitar Bear, right here. Mr. Guitar Bear has a little diatonic keyboard here. That's C. And the first mode you already know when you learned it in kindergarten when they taught you how to sing a doe, a deer, a female deer, that song. Okay? Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me a name I call myself, something.
So?
T. Now bring us back to do. Let's see, there's our octave, right? 8 notes, 4 fingers. Coincidence? I don't think so. Alright, that's your first. So you already know the first mode, right? I think it's. Alright, I forget what the first mode's called. It's a major scale. It's like, maybe they call it Ionian or something. And it doesn't matter. It's the major scale. It's do, a deer. Okay, great. We got that one covered. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is very useful because a lot of metal is minor. It's in a minor key. And this is called Dorian. It's not really a real minor scale. It's kind of minor. But it sounds much cooler for metal. Okay? We start on the note D. Remember, this was C. Okay, here's D. Okay. We're going to start on the note D. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. See, I mean, that could sound really cool over some minor key stuff. Now this, I always remember this one because this is actually the bass line to John Coltrane's A Love Supreme. And by the way, if you don't know who John Coltrane is, he invented heavy metal. Seriously, he was a saxophone player. It was probably before they had electric guitars, but John Coltrane, black guy, invented heavy metal. Check it out. Get a CD called Crescent by John Coltrane. Turn it up real loud and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now wait. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay? Now we covered Dorian. And it's just A Love Supreme. Okay, the next one, the next mode is, they call it Phrygian, like the Phrygiator, you know, you keep the beer in. But to me, it sounds Spanish. See, it's that little half step in there. And what it really reminds me of is it's a song by a guy named Chick Corea, and it's called Spain. So I call this the E to E mode. I call that the Spain scale. Da, 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 da. Bum, bum, ba-dum, da, da, dum, 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 da, 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 da. Spain, Chick Corea. Anyway, it sounds Spanish. Okay. The next scale, the next mode, I should say, is they call it Lydian, and it's F to F. So you have C, D, E, F. So it's the green button, and I think of it as George Harrison's song "Blue Jay Way." A lot of bebop guys, old jazz guys, used the Lydian. It's got a kind of an interesting sound to it. But basically, if you go down 4 notes, you're in the key of C. You're back to that, the major, and that can be thought of as Lydian plagal, because there are basically there's 2 kinds of modes. There's authentic and plagal. So I just think of it as the plagal mode of the major scale. See, and I know there's some of you smart guys out there, and you're thinking, hey, X is probably a little, he doesn't know his stuff now. But I bet you didn't know about plagal and authentic modes, and that's because they don't teach music in school anymore, and people don't study Gregorian chants, right? I mean, you want to talk about heavy metal. I mean, yeah, you go back to Gregorian monks chanting. It's all like fifths and nobody cares about history anymore, I swear. Another thing too about Mr. Bear, like I think a lot of people think that Steve Vai invented the monkey grip on a guitar. Surprise, Mr. Guitar Bear. Look at that right there. Everything old is new again.